Are you guys ready for some girl chat? Are you ready for some girl chat? You guys are awesome. All right. Everyone knows that when it comes to Aretha Franklin, you better put some R-E-S-B-E-C-T on her name,
That's
right? Well, according to the AP, after a recent unfriendly run in with the singer Dionne Warwick, the Queen of Soul herself decided to set the record straight about something that happened 5 years ago.
Oh, Lord.
During Whitney Houston's funeral, Warwick said that Franklin, who wasn't in attendance, was Houston's godmother. However, Franklin claims she was too busy to be anyone's godmother. So Aretha decided to send a fax to the AP.
what?
Yes, a fax, y'all. F-A-X.
Do those still exist?
Fax? They do.
I love it.
To the AP, calling Dionne libelous. Ladies, libelous. That's a strong word.
No.
Yeah.
because some people don't even know what it means. So what's
Yes.
the definition? Libelous. They like libelous. We don't know. Who's libelous?
It's basically that it's a lie.
Right.
Oh,
And
what she was
that's
saying.
fancy.
Something out there.
And
It's a
that-
fancy word for liar. You,
And if you
lied.
keep doing it, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna hold you accountable for it.
Right, exactly.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
my thing is, I feel bad for the poor assistant that probably had to figure out. You know, it was a millennial that had to figure out what a fax machine was and how
Yeah.
you use it. You
Yes.
imagine it, you know?
But yo, I love the fact that Aretha Franklin faxed her shade. She
Okay.
was faxing shade.
Right.
Because you know why?
She's been shading.
Aretha needed to make sure she had a receipt.
Well, I do
She
have
was
to
like-
say though, in the story, Aretha said that she didn't want to disrespect the funeral. That's why she didn't say anything at the funeral, because at the funeral, Dionne Warwick said, "Oh, you know, she's the godmother," and so she just waited and said, "You know what? I'm not going to do it." And then I think she forgot about it. And she saw Dionne on the red carpet,
Told her an
and
age.
Dionne came to her and was like, "Give me a hug," and she was like, and then she remembered, and so then that's when the next day she said, "Send that fax."
Wait, yo, real life.
This is the
Since
thing
when is someone calling you someone's godmother an insult? Am I bugging, or is that
But
that's
she
not an
was saying-
insult?
Do
It's
they
not
think,
that calling them her.
Did they always have a feud? Is this something that
Aretha,
they
you know,
always
back
did?
then, I think it's Aretha Franklin, it's Patti LaBelle,
Legends.
it's Dionne Warwick,
Yes.
it's Gladys Knight.
And they just go at it?
They just go at it because it's like I believe it's a friendly, feud.
Like banter.
But that's
back and
not what
forth.
friends are for, Lonnie. That is not what friends are for.
We also want to say that Dionne Warwick's people, in response, says that Miss Warwick will not dignify a response to the statement, the facts made by Miss Aretha Franklin.
See? But hold
Yeah,
up.
they're serious.
That's a response. How you gonna say we will not make a response with this response?
Exactly.
How does that work?
I love it. You know what, too, in this story is interesting because people always trying to make people family. You know what I mean? Like a godmother. That is a big responsibility.
Yeah, it is.
People
Yeah, you can't
always
throw
trying
that
to make me a godmother. I'm like Aretha. I ain't got time for that. Okay?
Sure.
I'm
You are
She
an
makes it-
amazing auntie, though,
Yes,
and
you
that's
are.
one thing that you do say.
Yes.
You're not afraid to say, I can be your auntie, but I'm not going to be.
Yeah, godmothers are
That
different
is
because
serious.
if something seriously
Somebody
happened,
dies.
right? They expected me to come and take over, and it's like, you
Yeah.
know, do you remember when Michael Jackson passed and they read his will, and part of the will, it said that he wanted either his mother or Diana Ross to take care of his kids. Remember that? And everybody was like, Diana Ross,
Yeah.
because Diana Ross is a wonderful mother. She raised
she is.
5 kids.
Yes, she did.
And
they're amazing
They're
kids.
wonderful.
Yeah.
But when Michael wrote that, we didn't see Diana Ross for about 2 years because she was like, I ain't take care of his kids.
That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody.
I know. Well, is it rude to decline, though? I think it's actually better if you are honest with what you know you can do. Is it rude to decline?
No, I
Is
would
it?
respect that.
Yeah, okay,
I
I respect that.
If you were honest, if I asked you to be my children's godmother, or you and Freddie be their godparents, and you say,
Hell no,
"Hey,"
girl.
not like that.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
like
don't
that, but
say
if you
it
were
like
honest,
that.
I really don't think that I can handle that responsibility.
Okay.
I'm going to be busy. I would just move on to the next person. I would rather that than you actually just say something that I want to hear.
Good
You know what I'm
job.
saying?
Okay.
See that?
Exactly.
That's a great point right there. Yes. Now, from serious shade to a very serious issue, you guys, please listen up to this. There is an alarming new sex trend on the rise called stealthing. A new report by the Columbia Journal of Gender and Law defines stealthing as, get this, when a man secretly removes his condom in the middle of sex.
Whoa.
You guys, this is
That's
scary
crazy.
stuff. Many believe that this act should be treated as a form of sexual assault. People who are stealthing not only leave the person open to STDs and pregnancy, but they could also cause emotional and physical harm to the person.
Yes.
Now, this story really caught my attention because it's scary. I mean, there is no way to prove that someone did this as well, and there is no legislation
Really?
for this.
You know, this is why it's very important that you know who you gonna hook up with.
Oh,
or
come
what
on.
you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Careful.
You know,
People forget that sex is not an act. Sex is a responsibility.
Yes.
Right.
We just get too caught up because songs and obviously the feeling in the moment. But sex is something that results in other things that we don't think about.
and
Absolutely.
I know the difference.
That's what I was going to ask.
Okay, I'm so
You would
glad.
think that-
You
Could you
know,
tell us?
it's like you don't
Know
get so
that-
caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
you know
Yes.
that you know when it. Wait,
You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Maybe if you're not
the
inebriated,
feeling.
though.
Okay, let's
like if
talk
you're
about
drunk, maybe you won't.
Yeah, we're
I just
saying
got
if
that.
you are not inebriated,
Yes.
by a round of applause, how many of us would know the difference between protected and unprotected sex? Just based on the feeling of it.
it's a whole different feeling when it's,
In the worlds of Aladdin, it's a whole new world. You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
whole different feeling.
So I think, you know, how they found out about this and how this became increasingly, you know, more obvious is that people actually were bragging about it. They've been bragging about it on social media, on message boards, literally bragging that they're doing this. Now, some people are even saying that this can be considered as attempted murder, and I'm going to explain why. Because God forbid you give somebody a deadly disease, a fatal disease, and they die because of an action that you did to them, something you caused without their permission. Some are even trying to take it as far as that. What do you guys
That's
think
why
about
you
that?
need to be careful about who you gonna sleep
Yeah.
with.
Ding,
Seriously,
ding, ding.
it's just
That's
you
the
know,
answer.
know the guy.
Yeah.
And a little fill is not worth chlamydia, gonorrhea,
Lifelong
herpes.
There's no cure for these things.
Okay,
AIDS,
okay, we
unplanned
got it.
pregnancy. No, but that's the reality.
That's
I mean,
think about it.
that's how
Say it.
serious it is. You have to think about
Yes.
the responsibility when you are having unprotected sex.
Yeah.
But they're
that's
not,
the reality.
But this is the thing, though. They're not having unprotected
But when
sex.
they take it off,
Right.
when they take it off,
But-
they are. When they take off that
But the
condom,
woman doesn't know. That's
I'm
what
talking
saying.
about the guy, though. I'm talking about the guy.
The guy wants to do it.
Yeah, he wanna do
I know.
it.
So what I'm saying, though, is just for that feel that he wants to feel without the condom, he has to think about the reality of the situation.
But
What
he
is
might
thinking
already
about that?
have it. He might have it and want to get it.
But
the
if he
sad
really,
part.
if he truly thinks about, okay, wait a minute. Oh, well, maybe that's the thing. He
But
just
that's
doesn't
what's
have a
sad.
heart. He
That's-
doesn't.
that's what
no,
he's
not
saying.
thinking.
This is
And-
legit something that, guys, this is, I'm telling you guys, this is
real.
legit a sex trend that's happening. A lot of us out here are saying, oh, but that would never happen to me.
Right.
Guys,
But it will.
This is happening out
Yes.
there. There are men that while having sex with you will slip off the condom and then they can get you pregnant.
Well,
this
also,
is real. This
what's
is
important
happening.
to what you're saying is sometimes when you're having sex, you know, and if you're inebriated, you know, you can't feel the difference.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying you have to know who your partner is, you know, and a lot of
Absolutely.
people, you just have to protect
Yes.
yourself.
Here's another thing I remember too. When I was having sex, you know, before I was married, I recall this pressure with certain dudes to want to do it what they would call raw. Like, babe,
Right,
come on, can we
right.
just do it? Come on. And you remember that, ladies? You know what I'm talking about? Where
Yeah.
they're just like, they look at you like you're the bearer of bad news if you want to protect yourself. Where you're the one like making it not so good of a time because
Yeah.
you want to bust out the condom. Really? Come on, let's just do it really quick. And I just remember feeling like a prude, feeling like because I was trying to protect both of
Not
us,
worth it.
that type of person is definitely not the person that deserves what you got.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But this also
At all.
brings up,
Worth it.
this also brings up a really important point.
Yes.
You shouldn't just give the responsibility to the man
Yes.
to put on a condom. There are now ways that women can actually
Yes,
protect
put it on
themselves
yourself.
too.
Yeah.
So, ladies, why don't you take that responsibility for your own so you don't have to deal with this? Make sure you're doubly protected.
Yes.
All right, now it's important to always be safe and responsible, especially when you're on a vacation. And speaking of vacations, Kim Kardashian West is in Mexico along with her girlfriends for her sister Kourtney's birthday celebration.
Nice.
That sounds fun.
They look
And in
beautiful.
true Kim K fashion, she tweeted a play-by-play, y'all, of what's going down south of the border. Here are some of the highlights. Kourtney threw up in her bed 4 times and slept in it.
Oh, Lord.
Ew.
That's not healthy.
Brittany Gastineau skinny dipped solo and then disappeared for 2 days. Girl,
That's scary.
Look for your friend. Melissa Kolker has fully recreated the fade video, and yes, I sneakily recorded it and will be posting soon. I need to
damn.
see this video. So, ladies, do you think what happens on girl trips should stay between the ladies, or is it a free-for-all like this so we all can enjoy what's going on?
Well, guys, let's be honest. We're
Going
planning a girls trip.
Yes, we are.
We
I'm
are.
really
This
excited
summer we are
about it.
going. Stop making that face. You're coming. Don't play yourself.
I do not want
Look,
You don't wanna
yes,
go?
she is
Yes,
coming.
she does.
So we're planning on where we're going to go and what we're going to do. And I'm sorry. It's going to be, we're not going to Vegas necessarily, but wherever we go, it's going to be Vegas.
Yes.
What happens on the trip stays on the trip.
Yes. That's the whole point of a girls trip to me.
Really? No, you guys, that's boring.
Okay.
I think
and
it's
if
like
you
this.
take pictures, I need photo approval.
Okay, but I think in real girlhood, like girl codeness,
Yeah.
I think there's. Okay, I believe that a family that shades together stays together. I really think family shade is fun. So I think we all are aware of a little amount of shade that can be shared. Like if Lonnie, I don't know, gets drunk on the beach and we leave her.
You're
I'm
gonna-
gonna take a picture.
No.
You'll get permission, though. You'll ask in the morning, like, yo, girl, is this all right for me to post? You do that. You're super respectful.
Did you hear what she said? She was going to leave me on the beach.
No. Well, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a fun, I think we all know it. There's an amount that is cool where you know, like, it's all good. And then there's an amount that you know we should ask. And then there's an amount that's off limits. You
Yeah,
don't
like
even
if
need
I
to
threw
ask.
up in my bed 4 times and I slept in the
Please
vomit,
wake
please
me
don't
up.
tweet that.
Yeah, please wake me up.
And wake me up so I don't die in my
Yeah.
sleep while choking on my own
Or
vomit.
if I
That's
disappear,
dangerous.
See, you guys
or
are taking
if
it
I
too
disappear at the beach, please come and find me.
Yes.
Okay, we're going way serious.
Like seriously. No, yeah.
Yes,
I
but
would
there's-
take that seriously though, Jeannie Mai. If you disappeared in a foreign country for 2 days, I'm gonna go find you. I'm not gonna wait.
I love you for that.
I genuinely think she was
seriously,
obviously
yes.
being facetious and
Yes,
funny
yes.
with these tweets, which is where Jeannie's going with. You're saying be funny and lighthearted, exaggerate a little bit.
Like, if anybody really was our fan from back in the day, like when Lonnie used to take a picture and she'd hashtag it Lonnie Sneak a Pic. Do you remember that?
Yes.
She would never ask us. We'd have our mouth open. We'd have
You
chicken
guys,
wings
I'm
hanging out of it.
highly questioning this trip now. I don't want y'all
I
taking
told
pictures
you.
of me and then posting it just to post
See,
it.
I'm that type though. I don't mind it. Like, I know that you know me well enough to not throw my stuff out there that would put me in a bad light. But I know you know how to.
Like what?
If you can have
like,
fun
let's
with
discuss.
me.
What would be putting you in a bad light?
You
Something you know you would do that you would not want the people to see on this girls trip. What?
I'm
or
only
might get
gonna
you
be-
in trouble with your husband.
I'm going on a
Yes.
trip with y'all, but I'm only going to spend like a couple of hours. I got designated times that I'm going to spend with y'all because I have my own thing that I need to do, and y'all married, and I like to get my freak on, and I don't do it with married women.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Just because we're married doesn't mean we can't be the best. Like, what's it called when you come with the
boring.
Just because we're married doesn't mean we can't be the bomb wing woman
I
that you
didn't
deserve.
say I would be bomb, but I
Wait, on girls trips, are people still supposed to hook up, or are they supposed to just hang out with each other as girlfriends?
See, this is what I'm talking about.
No, I just want to hang out, y'all.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
just want to hang out and have fun. Have a couple of drinks, you know, dance a
You
little
gonna
bit.
go to bed at 8, and I'm gonna go
No.
get my freak on.
Yeah.